Congratulations. If you're watching this video, it means you've probably gone through at least one, if not all 9 of the earlier parts of our Up and Running with Power BI for Dynamics 365 series. In this last segment, I'm just going to summarize a few key points. We're going to talk about licensing and a couple of other important ideas that it's easy to lose track of in the excitement to build really cool and informative reports. So if you followed along with us for this entire series, you've gone through the 6-step process of building Power BI reports 3 different times, twice with Excel and publishing those reports into Dynamics 365, and once with Dynamics 365 data using Power BI Online to publish your reports using that approach. If you're not sure about these steps, I encourage you to go back and rewatch a few of the videos until you can lock in some of the knowledge. There's certainly plenty more to learn, but this gives you everything you need to have a foundation in understanding the basics and beginning to make progress with Power BI. So, some closing thoughts to think about. First of all, licensing. One thing to realize is there are free versions. If you have Office 365, you have Power BI at absolutely no cost. And using it, you can build and view reports more or less on your own. You have access to the Power BI service, that's Power BI Online, as well as Power BI Desktop, and you can build and view dashboards within those. But do understand in general, there's a limited amount of space you get with that. It generally doesn't refresh those reports as often as if you have one of the paid memberships. And it's also, in the best case, difficult to share those reports with others in your organization. And more realistically, if you plan to share reports, you really need to have everybody who's going to consume reports on a paid plan. And the primary paid plan is Power BI Pro. It's $10 per user per month, $120 per year, which is a really good deal for a business intelligence reporting platform. So if people can get $10 of value out of getting the reports, make $10 worth of better decisions per month, it pays for itself relatively quickly. But do keep in mind, that's not a license just for the people creating reports. That's really the license that people who are consuming reports need to have as well. So build that into your planning up front. Maybe exciting to start building reports, then frustrating to realize that there is an investment required if you want to share them. Now there is a premium license as well, and that's more for an enterprise level organization. And essentially what that does is it gives you unlimited users with a limited amount of overall server capacity. So if you're a large organization with dozens or even hundreds of users, premium might be the way to go. It actually may be more cost effective than a pro license would be for you. But by and large, that again is for quite large organizations. Now, those things that we've done with each other over this 10-part series, remember, that's the easy part, right? In about 1 hour of training, I've gotten you through a lot of the different pieces. But do keep in mind, most data on corporate information systems these days tends to be ROTI. It's redundant, outdated, trivial, inaccurate, or incomplete, ROTII. Clean data, doing good transformations, remember we talked about that. Governance to keep your data clean, governance around how you distribute reports. When you start allowing people to self-service their own Power BI reports, one of the things that can happen is somebody might run one report and somebody might run another report, and they get 2 different answers to the same question. So just because the data is the same, the way that data is pulled together may not be consistent. There's a lot of things around governance to help you make sure that you're reporting accurately, and when you have a risk that it may not be accurate, you're helping to authorize or certify certain pieces of data as having the corporate seal of approval. Good topics to talk more about. I'm going to share my contact information with you. Happy to chat with you about those things. Remember, there's value in being more centralized and having a lot of control. There's also value in being more decentralized and empowering people to self-serve and find their own information. Consider, as you do this, building out a center of excellence for business intelligence that offers training, that's continuously communicating, that's offering best practices. Because really, if you're doing this well, data literacy is as much a part of cultural transformation as digital literacy, as anything else. So making more analytically based business decisions in everything you do, it's not the job of a data scientist that you hire, it's the job of every person in your organization. But depending on what hat they wear, it's going to be a different way that they approach it. And you need to think about how you're going to create a culture that is data driven in driving better decisions that make you more customer centric and that make you more employee engaged. And think about ways to drive usage and creatively group your people together to help to create that culture. So those are the more difficult parts. In fact, the way I like to think of it is this. The hard stuff, putting the reports together and jockeying around the data, those things are the hard stuff, right? Those are hard sciences. But the soft stuff, changing the way people behave and make decisions and getting all the back end things configured to make self-service a reality, that's the hard stuff, the stuff that's not ever going to be well defined, the stuff that requires the human factor. Pay attention to that stuff. Technology and technologists can't solve all the problems. Our problems are fundamentally always human problems, and it requires human thinking to do those. That's what being powered by luck is all about. A few closing things. I've talked a little bit about luck here. I don't think I've gone into a lot of depth in it in this presentation. But if you want to learn more about it, there's a great simple book on Amazon. But it's this idea of we're constantly working as people on how we listen to each other, understand each other, build connections, and know our results so you can improve them. That is an inherently analytical exercise, and Power BI has a big contributing role to play with that. If you want to learn a little more about that, go grab the book on Amazon. I went through a ton of links today. Now, if you're watching the videos, you can just go grab them off of the videos. That's fine. But I have them all summarized in a one-pager that's easy for you to access and just click on to drill into things, including a link to the video that you can share with people as well. I'm going to try to produce a PBX file that you can use to connect to Dynamics 365 as well. So when that's ready, I'll include that in the links as well. If you would like those, just email me. There's my email address. Shoot me an email. I'll make sure I get you a PDF with all of those links in it so that you can have access to all of that other information. This is what we do for a living. We are customer employee experience people. We help people implement solutions like the Power Platform, like Power BI, like Dynamics, like SharePoint. We would love to engage with you. Reach out. We can help you with planning. We can help you with recovery if you're struggling with a project that's coming off the tracks, or you're not getting the cultural traction that you're looking for, or you're just looking for good technologists to do the implementation for you. We work across all those things. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much. I hope you got a ton of value out of this. If you did, please like it. Please post a comment in YouTube. We'd love to hear from you. Take care. Thanks again for joining us. Bye-bye.